Sorry.
Okay.
For letting 23 guys run a train on me. I'm actually doing 100 guys in one day. Morning, so today is the day where I get run through by 100 guys. After being run through by 101 guys for 14 hours straight, I just conked out after I finished. Run through by 101 men, and my eyes are still recovering from all the bodily fluids that went in them.
Welcome back to my channel, dear subs. Today I bring you a story that is as shocking as it is heartbreaking. A story not just about one woman, but about the world we live in that celebrates fleeting fame and avoids to shame people in order to not get cancelled. This is the story of Lily Phillips, a 23-year-old woman who made headlines for performing one of the most disturbing stunts imaginable, that is sleeping with 100 men in a single day, which was streamed live on OnlyFans. When I first came across her story, I was just too stunned. How does a young woman full of potential and dreams find herself making such a choice? Lily's journey was documented for the world to see. In the start, she was quite confident and stated that it's a fantasy to sleep with 100 men. But towards the end of the documentary, one can clearly see how disturbed she felt. She was not even able to put her feelings into words. However, there is a contrasting thing she says at the end, that it's not for the weak girls. Well, have a look at it.
It's not for the weak girls.
As a woman, I don't quite understand her statement. Because the statement indirectly implies that the other girls who do not do this are weak and that she's strong. Whereas what she's doing isn't empowering at all. There are quite a few videos where she's bragging about her encounters too.
Oh, and I was like the only girl that kind of I met like these guys out, like they're all friends. There was about 10 of them. And I like went back to theirs. They were like, we've got a hot tub. And I was like, I fucking love hot tubs. Like quite drunk anyway. And like got in the hot tub with all these 10 guys, like naked, like just graving me and stuff like that. Oh. That was like super fun.
So now, let's analyze how her actions would affect the adult industry. Well, it's not like all the creators on OnlyFans make a bank like Sophia Rains and Lily Phillips. Some people just make less than their grocery expenses in a month. So all such girls, I would quote, young girls, would indirectly feel compelled to commit such outrageous actions. The competition is cutthroat. In the entertainment industry, people are, as it is, pushing their boundaries to the extreme for what? Money? Attention? Fame? I just don't understand. Why would people stoop so low for attention and fame, especially women? Lily's stunt is likely to set a trend for others to keep up with. Such creators would set standards as destructive as a storm in a quiet land, which would turn humans into legit monsters. Already there are many girls into TikTok, thirst trapping and stuff. Once such things get glorified, it's definitely a slippery slope down this path. The adult industry is already dangerous and unsafe as it exists. So I don't understand why there is a need for such dehumanizing stunts. I hope Lily to understand the impact of her stunts on young generation as well as her own adult industry. Let's talk about public opinion for a moment. Now the internet has been divided into two parts. One who supports Lily and sympathizes with her and that thinks that Lily, she's a victim of the culture that we have created and that the society has created. On the other hand, people think that she did make her own bed to sleep with 100 guys, which indirectly implies that they are blaming her for her own actions. To be honest, there is a part of me that says she definitely is a victim because she's just 23 years old and she seems like she isn't able to grasp her own actions. But there is a part of me that says that she shouldn't have taken up such a filthy challenge where she bedded 100 guys in an Airbnb without checking if any of them had any STDs. She doesn't seem to realize the risk of such diseases yet. She had just let people in if they were her subscribers and only if they were above the age of 18, which clearly shows how thoughtless she behaved in that very moment. In various other interviews, she has mentioned of how she enjoyed having sexual relationships with couples and multiple guys at the same time. She seems to be quite proud and appears to be bragging about her body count, which definitely shows her mental health, which indirectly also sends a very wrong message to the young girls out there who feel insecure. A woman's worth is not attached to the number of men who desire her in a lustful manner, but it is attached to the ability of that woman to stay with her man through the thick and thin in life. A lot of OnlyFans creators think that it is woman empowerment, but it clearly is self-harm. And it looks like an early plan to commit a suicide, as it appears to me.
She broke the world record for the most amount of professional adult scenes shot in one day. So the record's 9, I did 10, and 2 of them videos were with nearly 40 guys. Now, with all that shooting, today I've been with probably nearly 50 guys. Couldn't really tell you the exact number, I think around 50. But I mean, in comparison to the 101, this seems kind of rookie numbers.
Sexual relationships with couples and multiple guys at the same time. She seems to be quite proud and appears to be bragging about her body count, which definitely shows her mental health, which indirectly also sends a very wrong message to the young girls out there who feel insecure. A woman's worth is not attached to the number of men who desire her in a lustful manner, but it is attached to the ability of that woman to stay with her man through the thick and thin in life. A lot of OnlyFans creators think that it is woman empowerment, but it clearly is self-harm. And it looks like an early plan to commit a suicide, as it appears to me.
She broke the world record for the most amount of professional adult scenes shot in one day. So the record's 9, I did 10, and 2 of them videos were with nearly 40 guys. Now, with all that shooting, today I've been with probably nearly 50 guys. Couldn't really tell you the exact number, I think around 50. But I mean, in comparison to the 101, this seems kind of rookie numbers for one day. But she is feeling so much more sore today than when I did the 101. I don't know why. I think it's because the guys have been a bit bigger than average. Like, a lot of them were professionals. But yeah, so much fun. And I need to get in the shower because my hair is so crusty from all the liquid.
Are you still planning to do what I've called the 1,000 man challenge?
The man challenge, definitely.
Lily Phillips has not stopped at 100 men. She now wants to sleep with 1,000 guys in a day, which shows that she doesn't regret her decision and is willing to go out all the way in a hell. The most shocking part to me is that she feels that it is empowering, and she feels proud about it to a certain extent, as you can see in the interviews or whenever she's talking about such instances. It is really shocking. I can't seem to wrap my head around her actions at all. I just can't seem to find any reason to support her vulgar actions, and I can clearly say this: it's very wrong and she should stop. Effects on men. Well, it's not just about Lily, but also about the men involved in this viral stunt. I just don't understand. How can they call themselves men when they're called in a room full of used condoms where the woman who's lying on the bed isn't in her right state of mind and body to have sex for 5 minutes? To stand in a queue to hook up with a woman who has bedded other 99 guys before them in that same room. Documentary of Josh Peters. The cameraman almost puked at the sight of Lily's room after this horrifying stunt, and she showed the room as if she was quite proud of it. She laughed. I seriously am concerned about her mental health. A lot of risk involved for men too, because if any one person had an STD, the person who is coming after him would automatically get it. Even if they say that they're having protected, still anything can happen. There is a chance. All would fall like a line of cards. Knowing the risk involved, men still turned up for this event, which in itself is so surprising and sick. It's like risking your life for a temporary pleasure. I cannot even wonder how lonely and porn addicted and morally wrong these people would be.
And now I'm going to be doing 24 because I'm going to be going for the world record early February next year. I'm going to go for 1,000.
Dear Lily Phillips, what you're doing is absolutely wrong, and I hope you realize it soon. It's not only self-harm to yourself, but you're deliberately trying to set such dangerous trends, which other young girls might follow. Kindly stop and think a little before you're doing any kind of thing, because you need to know that your actions, they definitely have an impact on the society. And I am a woman too, and I think what you're doing is just outrageous. You're indirectly compelling people from your industry to follow such trends, because if they do not keep up to the current standards, they would not be followed. That's how the entertainment industry or any kind of adult industry works. The people in adult industry, in your industry, they're already broken to the point where nobody can fix them except God. Kindly go to a therapist. You seem to be broken too from the inside. Don't be ashamed to ask for help. It's never too late to mend anything. And as a woman, I extremely feel sad for you, because I just wonder that what made you do it? What happened that made you like this? There must be something. There's maybe some underlying issue that you've not addressed up till now. Kindly ask for help and you definitely get it. If you liked the video, like and subscribe. Kindly help me to send this message to Lily Phillips. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Till then, take care.